Your Excellency, Mama wa Taifa mpendwa Rachel Ruto, Waziri Duale, makatibu, magavana wenzangu. Leo tuko na gavana wa Nandi, Mheshimiwa Sang. Tafadhali tumpokee hapa Nairobi. Tuko na gavana wa Mombasa, ndugu yangu Abdul Somad, ambaye ni mwenyekiti wa afya. He's the chair of health at the COG and is doing a good job. Na pia tuko na Governor Mudhomi Njuki, ambaye ni vice chair wa COG. And Your Excellency, I must say that a lot of the heavy lifting that was done when we were doing the health sector reforms from 2022 was spearheaded by Governor Mudhomi. He was the then chair of health at the COG. Him and Governor Waiguru did a lot of work. And so the rest of us now, the chair of health etc, are carrying on based on what Mudhomi did, and we really appreciate what you did. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, our CHPs, CHPs oye. Habari ya leo, mko salama. Your Excellency, every woman, every newborn everywhere has given Kenya a number that none of us in leadership can afford to look away from. Even as we celebrate the successes, every day we lose approximately 15 mothers and 92 newborns, many from causes we know how to prevent. And really allow me to acknowledge the presentations that have been made here before, the success stories that we have had, the issue of sickle cell. I'm sure when you saw the presentation from Jaramogi, TRH, you saw that there were 3 red places. There was the Nyanza and Western region, which I'm told is the malaria-prone region. Then there was a coastal area, but there was an island in the middle. That island is unfortunately Nairobi, but I'm glad to report that we're making strides. We set up our screening and treatment center at Kianda 42 in Kibra. We are screening in Mathare North now and at Ruta. And just for awareness for the mothers and the parents out there, I know our CHPs are able to direct people. It is good for them to know that we also have those services in Nairobi. But back to issues of every woman, every newborn, everywhere. I want to speak about how we will change these numbers that we've been told, and give some examples from the capital city. Ultimately, our interventions on every woman, every newborn, everywhere will succeed, of course, county by county, facility by facility, household by household. The Ministry of Health, of course, leads with policy, but pregnancy happens in our communities, not at the ministry, hopefully. Antenatal care happens in our facilities. Deliveries happen in our maternity units. Emergencies arrive at our hospitals. And that is exactly where counties become central to the success of these initiatives. And I'm really glad, even yesterday, the President acknowledged the strong partnership between the ministry, the national government, and the county governments in addressing this. There are 3 delays that we must confront for us to sort this out. The first delay is in deciding to seek care. Then there's a delay in reaching care, and the delay in receiving care once a mother arrives. In Nairobi, we have structured our response around these 3 delays. The first delay we close is taking health care to the household. The first battle is won or lost before a mother even reaches a hospital. Nairobi has 7,820 community health promoters who I'm very proud of, working across our city. These CHPs are the closest link to our mothers. They promote early antenatal care, follow up pregnant women, identify danger signs, and connect families to health facilities. Before, we used to tell people to go to hospital. These days, we take the hospital to the people through our CHPs, the strongest cog in the wheel of universal health care in our country. And we must appreciate the community health promoters. I'm glad that now we have gotten shark cover for all our CHPs. And we thank the President. I'm glad all counties have now gotten on board. I signed the check in State House. It's a big check to pay for 6 months, and Duale is paying for 6 months, and plus the issues of the stipend. And thank you for the kits. And we're waiting for the 90 days. Now it is 89 days for what they're supposed to get. The second delay we must close, Your Excellency, our First Lady, is making sure a mother can reach care. Identifying the emergency is not enough. A mother must be able to reach there when she needs it. Nairobi County operates a toll-free number, 1508, that dispatches ambulances and coordinates referrals. And just the other day, we launched to the President 922 for the National Dispatch Center in collaboration with the ministry. In the last 4 months, our system has handled 4,573 emergency alerts and referrals, about 38 a day. We are achieving a 98% response rate, and this is critical for every woman, every newborn, everywhere. 54.6% of all emergencies handled by ambulances are maternity and newborn cases. So Nairobi 1508 and 922 are not just an ambulance number, it is part of our maternal and newborn survival system. Then lastly, it is closing the third delay. What happens when she arrives? This is the most decisive responsibility that county governments have, because there is very little value in reaching the facility if the facility is not ready to save a life. That means having the medicine, having blood, having a functioning theater, having newborn care, and having clear referral pathway when higher level care is required. I want to really applaud healthcare workers across the country, nurses, clinical officers, doctors. I want to applaud chief officers in the county governments, directors of health, our CECs, led by my CEC here. The work that they are doing is where the rubber meets the road. Your Excellency, many people may not know why I am very passionate about issues of maternal mortality. And let me tell you, my late mother had lost 3 children, before my eldest sister was born. She had difficulty with pregnancy. So the first 3 died. After she got the first 3, she was told that she can have only 2. And of course, you know African men, they want to have a boy. So my firstborn sister was born, and Marie. My dad was happy, of course, that's a child, but my second-born was on the way now, the second-born. Then when the second-born came, Evelyn. Now my mom had been told because with 3 losses, she can only have 2. But my dad said, lazima work. So he insisted. Now, I was born premature. And in the 80s, I think it was very difficult to get an incubator. I was asking Dr. Amoth, what are the statistics? And so because of that, I had to be taken to a different facility. I was in an incubator for a long time. And so, and now I'm here, by the way. I didn't, I survived. And when I became governor, I realized that Nairobi had no neonatal ICUs at all. And that information was from my CEC, my chief officers, my teams. And I said, this story must change. We have just seen Nancy Kerubo here. That child is one of the products of our neonatal ICU in Bagathi that I made sure that we have. And in that Bagathi, we have kangaroo. And in many of our hospitals. When you go to the kangaroo, we have now encouraged men, the fathers, to also do kangaroo. That's your mama peke yake anafanya kangaroo, even the men. And whenever I go there, I encourage the mothers. I tell them, you know what? Don't worry if your child is born small. Even me, I was born small. Your child can become a governor, can become a lawyer, can become a doctor, just to give them hope in the community. Your Excellency, because of that, we have really scaled up healthcare in Nairobi. I am proud of the numbers. From 0, we have 23 neonatal ICU beds in Nairobi. We have 224 newborn unit beds in the last few years since I became governor. We have further expansion ongoing in Pumwani and Bagathi. Mama Margaret Uhuru Hospital, which has 8 theaters, Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital. We used to hear negative stories about Pumwani every day. We have recorded 0 maternal deaths. And that is the biggest maternal facility south of the Sahara, north of the Limpopo, delivering close to 16,000. The numbers went down last year because of mambo ya for wafanyikazi, but it's around, I think, 80 a day, 50 to 80 a day. And thank you, Dr. Christine. I must acknowledge, Christine is the CEO of Mbagathi Hospital. Dr. Saru is the one who spoke. Thank you. It's the same in Mutuini. It's the same in many of our hospitals. We have established 6 new maternity units in Ruai, in Kasarani constituency, in Riruta, in Dagoretti North constituency, in Pumwani Majengo, just here in Kamkunji constituency, in Kaloleni, in Makadara constituency, and 2 maternity theaters that are not there at Kayole 2. That is the lowest, the low level. Kayole 2 in Embakasi Central, and Madare North in Ruaraka. This is possible. So as I conclude, I don't want to take too much time. We also have, allow me to say, in Nairobi, in all our facilities, every county maternity, we have made sure there's heat stable Kabetosin to make sure that we strengthen our response to postpartum hemorrhage, as well as the intrauterine balloon tamponade that's used to control severe postpartum hemorrhage, where uterine massage has not stopped the bleeding. Your Excellency, I'm not a doctor, but when you become a governor, you must be a doctor, you must be a garbage collector, you must be a roads engineer, you must be a everything. You must be a lawyer. I keep saying you must have the mind of a CEO and the heart of a social worker to run this devolved unit. Your Excellency, I'm happy. I'm told in July we got a child of 650 grams. Last July, 650 grams, but survived because of the NICU at Mbagathi. I'll encourage all my colleagues to keep doing that throughout. So finally, of course, it's financing the front line. Waziri Duale, you are a champion that this country appreciates. I don't know what you are doing in the Ministry of Defense. This is the real defense that Kenya needs. This is the real defense that Kenya actually needs. He has done great in the Ministry of Health together with my brother Oluga. Financing has sorted out so much for us through SHA. Financing the front line through facility improvement financing. Your Excellency, in 2022 in Nairobi, we were getting around 700 million for all my facilities, 125. This last financial year, I have closed at 2.6 billion shillings that is staying within those facilities to make sure we have 90% availability of medicines and laboratory services. Our facilities are now doing outreaches. We've conducted more than 120 outreaches and in-reaches every month, bringing preventative and curative services closer to communities. Every death must teach us something. Infrastructure and financing are not enough. We need more as leaders, accountability, which is why together with the ministry and DHA and the COG, every governor in Kenya has a dashboard where every day they can tell how many births took place in their facilities, how many deaths, if any, took place in their facilities, and the interventions to make. That information is right at everyone's fingertips. We hold weekly maternal and perinatal death surveillance and response meetings. I will not continue with the speech, but just to add one element that I think is important that we've started in Kibra constituency. Early childhood development doesn't start when the child goes to ECD. It starts when the pregnancy occurs. It starts at the point of conception. We've started training our fathers. And we've told our fathers, one, when you shout and make noise at the mother in the house, the child can hear. Ukiwa mtu wa kuleta vurugu na shida kwa nyumba, mtoto anaanza kusikia. How you treat your pregnant wife is very important. Siku hizi sasa kwa ile maeneo tumeanza training, wababa wanaingia wakiimba. Wanaimbia wamama, ndio mtoto atokee mzuri. You don't want to affect the mental state of your child because of shida zako za mtaa. Si ni kweli? So wababa, hii naambia wababa, come to the hospital for the antenatal and see visits with mom. Sisi tutawa train na uingie ukiimba. Sawa sawa. Wababa hoye, wababa hoye. Mtaimba? Kama mjui wimbo wa kuimba mnitafute, after this nitawapatia wimbo. Maternal, the success is not just for mothers. It is both the father, the mother, and the community. Your Excellency, thank you for your commitment towards every woman, every newborn, everywhere. Okoa mtoto, okoa mama must be more than a slogan. It must be a national promise delivered by all 47 counties. May God bless all of you. Oh, I wanted to invite Waziri, but I want to ask for a favor. I know we are short of time. But kindly, if my Vice Chair of COG, who did so much work, you know, when you're dealing with the bills, when you're dealing with the governors from 2022, kindly, Mheshimiwa Mudhomi Njuki, please come make remarks, and then you shall now take it back to the ministry. Tupige Vice Chair. And by the way, Mheshimiwa Duale, Governor Mudhomi Njuki, the Chair of Health, Governor Sharif Nasir, the former Chair of Health, and the Governor of Nairobi, all went to a very good school down the road, on Ngong Road. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Sakaja. We must appreciate that that was the right person to speak today on behalf of the governors, because we all live in Nairobi and we're in Nairobi. Your Excellency, the First Lady, the Cabinet Secretary for Health,